Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. It's quite interesting. We did say on sort of Friday we had this sort of failed buy signal, and you can see it here where it didn't. It should have gone on with it. It didn't do it, and I think it's going to go back and retest that sort of 5,330 level at least. You can see back in. I think we used that example back in 2013. Again, similar sort of price action failed buy signal. And we were anticipating this week, certainly the momentum was to the downside. I think that our only hope is obviously if we get some good earnings numbers coming out of the States. If we can get some good earnings numbers, it might be able to reverse this trend, but at the moment the trend is certainly down. And likewise, I think if those earnings numbers are bad, we might have a hard time holding this 5,330 level. So we'll see. However, we were pretty happy today. We had some good news. A lot of the 10 baggers are starting to look quite good, and AHZ had a good jump of 60%, and that was one of the sort of spin-off products of CardioCel. They got FDA approval, and again looks really bullish. Now, we've always said all along we feel obviously we had a lot of people today that actually did buy some of this stock around 33 cents, and they said, Dave, should I take profits? And no way. We bought this because we believe it's worth at least 80 to $1 on CardioCel, and for us it's sitting on this fantastic potential. We call it like a lottery ticket. If they find a cure for herpes, well, this could be $3, $4, $5, $6. So often we'll with Equity Story with these 10 baggers, if they double, occasionally we'll sell half and sort of run with the profits, and that's worked really well for us. But at the moment, certainly, for Equity Story, we wouldn't be looking to sell any of AHZ at the moment. In fact, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. And although we're a little bit angry when they raised money recently, I think it has set them up really well with the new management, that hopefully they won't need to be raising any more money again, and really start get this stock trending up nicely. Again, another stock, MOY. This was one that we did bought 11 cents. We sold half at 26 cents, and basically we were just running with profits. But I know a lot of you have been in and out of it all the time, and they had a great announcement today. And the interesting thing about MOY. Why is this stock not trading 50, 60 cents? Because obviously it's making a lot of money. It's because the mine life is pretty small. They do feel, I think management have flagged in presentations recently, that the recent drilling results will expand the mine life another 2.5 years. But I think, for me, what was really exciting about the announcement today was that they had some really good hits at depth. And if they keep on having really strong hits at depth, then this mine life is going to be extended a lot more than 2.5 years. It could be 5 or even 6, and for me that would be the catalyst to really see this company keep trending up in a much more powerful way. Again, SW1, this is another 10 bagger we've recently put on, and again the chart looks, this is a long-term weekly chart, looks very, very strong, and again they keep getting more and more customers, getting more and more sales. As long as they keep doing that and the revenue keeps growing, this stock's going to go a lot higher. And again, got a great little buy signal on the short-term chart. Also, certainly with Activistic, it's one of the 10 bags we put on that hasn't been a big hit for us. But again, they keep getting good announcements, keep getting good customers, and eventually for them, I think the story will turn. And it's just patience. What I would like to talk about tonight is one of our trending stocks. Now, at the moment, we've got the trending stocks on hold. I think the ones we've got are some of the cream of the ASX. We're pretty confident. A lot of the really good stories have been sort of sold down a little bit. Just a lot of fund managers sort of taking profits. But two of the ones we're trending at the moment are two gold stocks. And I don't know if any of you saw the quarterly from Evolution Mining today, but it's well worth a read. And the numbers, the market cap of this company is around I think it's around 3.5 billion. But the numbers, the money that these and Peter Cobbet's our analyst, I think Peter's he's got, he's brilliant, but he's brilliant at seeing the simple things in life, because it's the simple things in life that are often the hardest to see. And Peter, quite right, he phoned me up today and he said, Dave, look at the numbers. And we're just having a look at them on the phone. And, when you look at Evolution, next year they're going to be doing over 800,000 ounces of gold. And that's not including they're going to be doing a lot, over about definitely over 600,000 ounces in silver as well. But just gold alone, 800,000 ounces, maybe they'll be doing 850,000 ounces. And this is the important thing here for us, is group all-in sustaining cost, $1,060 per ounce. Now, they're looking next year to get that even lower, to maybe 850 to 950 Australian dollars per ounce. And I think that is extraordinary. Where you look at the gold price at the moment, these sort of numbers are going to be making 500, 600 Aussie dollars an ounce of gold. I mean, if you times that by 800,000, what is that? It should be doing, just in gold alone, over maybe $450 million of gross profit next year. These numbers are just extraordinary, and the exciting thing about it is, what happens if the gold price goes up to 2,000, and the gold price does eventually have that big run up? I mean, companies like Evolution Mining could go on some of the strongest runs up. We've seen our gold stocks for a long time. I mean, this could, what is it, $2 now? This could be $4, $5, $6. I mean, these numbers are just absolutely extraordinary. So we are looking now, really interested. We've got Northern Star as a 3-year growth story, and we are trending Northern Star at the moment. And it looks like there's a good chance we're going to add this one, Evolution, as a 3-year growth story. Because one thing I do feel, certainly sometime in the next 2-3 years, we're going to have gold at 2,000, maybe 2,500. And, this company is going to be making so much money, I don't think they're going to know what to do with it. The other thing I'd like to just talk about tonight is some of the weekly buy signals. And again, there were some stocks that I think looked really interesting for this week, and obviously Monadelphous is one of these. And again, if you look at Monadelphous, it's company was as high as $26. Got sold off obviously with the resource boom dying. It got sold off down to $6, a little bit under there, and it started to make its way up and had a nice move up, came down, hit the moving average, starting to move again. So I think it looks actually pretty bullish for this week. And again, it's obviously moving in line with a lot of the sort of resource companies that are actually having a little bit of a kick up at the moment. AMC was another stock that had a classic buy signal. Again, I think it's looking pretty bullish to me. It's holding a really decent trend line. And NVT actually looks really good, very similar to Monadelphous. Had that big sell-off, been trending down, starting to got a nice little trend back up, come down, hit those moving averages, went as far as down as the 200, held it exactly, and starting to move up. Got a little buy signal. I think that should have a move up again in the next 2 weeks. So those stocks look really good. We're not putting out any sort of official trending stocks at the moment, and the reason being is that we feel the market at the moment, trending wise, it seems to have hit a brick wall, and the only stocks that are really doing well, I think, how you say, are the rubbish. People are trying to pick a few bottoms, and you can see that at the moment. These are bearish stocks that we had on for this week, and I think they will be bearish by the end of the week. But you can have a look. People, AST, looks pretty ugly. I mean, you'd never buy that chart. Bank of Queensland just looks ugly as. People trying to pick bottoms, they'll get burnt. These fund managers trying to pick these bottoms are going to get hammered. CVO, again, looks. Would you buy that chart? No way. EHE, oh my God, would you buy that? I mean, people did today. It was up 1.15%, but I certainly wouldn't. It looks absolutely terrible. Iluka, again, what an ugly looking chart. People are getting a little bit desperate at the moment trying to buy this sort of stuff. So You know, Oz4X up today looks terrible. TRS, you know, just looks awful. You know, TPM, they were down. You know, you just stay well away from these sort of charts. They look terrible. So anyway, I'd like to sort of thank you for listening to Equity Story. You know, follow what we do. We'll look at Einstein's trending blog. It will keep you out of a lot of trouble. It'll keep you out of a lot of bad stories. Hold tight on the trending stocks. We're in the, you know, really the cream of the ASX at the moment. As soon as the market turns, they'll start doing really well for us. And congratulations to all those people who have obviously been in some of those 10 baggers and made some money today. So that's great. Anyway, I look forward to bringing you this report tomorrow night, and good night.